I know this video will shift someone's life. And if it's you who are looking to get unstuck, then stay with me to the end. I feel like I'm quite serious right now, but I have an important message to share. And I want to double down on a pattern that I see and I hear and I pick up over and over and over. And until you're aware whether you play this game, your subconsciousness really get you to feel less than, you will forever keep stuck or get stuck, okay? What I'm going to talk about today is how to show up and own any conversation, not just one conversation or one room, any room. And if you're listening, I invite you, because this is so important. People reaching out to me, they're stuck in their job. My body's responding now. If you're in my circle, you know what I'm talking about. People are reaching out to me. They struggle in their leadership. They cannot find or land the next dream job, right? They feel less than, or talking over in meetings. This video is for you, okay? Before I dive in, because this will change your life, I am gonna just do a few short announcements. It's very relatable to what we're talking about. I'm hosting a private roundtable coming up this Friday. We have a few seats left. If you feel called to be in a room and talk about what we're going to talk about today, then DM me. This is invitation only, and there's a reason for that. Because we want the people who want to participate, but also want to be bold and want to be vulnerable and want to be brave. So if this is you, want to take your career and your life to the next level, then DM me. It would be lovely to have you in the room. And we just open our cohort number 3 for those of you who are looking to land your next dream job. This is not to be missed. If you want to take your career to the next level, these are proven tips, strategies. It's tactical stuff I'm teaching, and I'm helping you because I will be on the journey with you. So if you are in transition, if you are just really fed up and tired where you are and you cannot pass that invisible glass roof, then DM me, because you want to join this. It's only 3 weeks, really intense, but I guarantee that you will have, you'll leave with some insights, and we will get your needle moved in the right direction. And last but not least, I'm hosting, and I'm so excited for this. I'm hosting 2 masterminds. I'm hosting a virtual mastermind coming up in March, and my very first elite in-person mastermind in Copenhagen, my hometown. It's all about taking your career and your life to the next level. So if you're ready for that, if you're ready to join and be in room with 10 other amazing men and women like-minded like you, who are ready to really break through in all areas of life and take their life to the next level, then this room is for you. I'm gonna drop the link so you can apply. I am now streaming to YouTube and Facebook and LinkedIn. So there will be some areas that I'm going to drop the link on YouTube and on LinkedIn. If you can't see the link, then send me an email, right? Because we want you in. All right, but let's get back, because this is so important. Here's what I see. Most people, even though you're C-suite, okay? Most of you struggle with feeling less than when you are in room with people with higher ranks. Yes. You know whether this is you or you're just like, it's not me, all right? If it's not you, then you can leave this video, this live stream. But if this resonates with you or someone you know, stay with me. Because without you knowing or without them knowing, you do not know that you subconsciously give power away. It is not your fault. Let me say that. It is not your fault. We've been taught to give power away when people with higher ranks, authority. That was the old days. That's how we've been trained in school. That's how university train us. But that is old school leadership. That is old school of doing life. The way to take your life to the next level, the way to land any dream job, the way to really feel heard, respected, is to walk in to that room as though you own it. And you are as worthy as that person who sits in that room, whether he or she has higher ranks. Yes, I know, and I've been in rooms throughout my career where there are some women and there are some men, I'm gonna be really open about it, who claim, like pretend they are kings and queens. You know what? If you join my mastermind, I'm gonna shed light and you will get insights that you will not learn anywhere else, because they are not kings and queens. They are just really scared and afraid that they will not be seen, that they will not deliver as promised. That's why they show up. Otherwise, that would just be a individual flowing over with energy and love and seeing everyone else. That's the only reason, right? But until we learn to hold the space for people with more toxic behavior, we give power away. You may be a CEO, a C-suite reporting to the CEO, then subconsciously you give power away. Or there may be a C-suite and there was a guy, a gentleman who is more vocal. You give power away because maybe you've been taught, as many women should be seen in the room, but you shouldn't be heard. And I pick it up in so many conversations, but really there needs more than conversation to make that shift. You really need to start understanding it and start understanding and practicing breaking through that belief that no longer serves you. Okay. So the first one, as I said, we're creating here. Okay. This is super important. First one you want to know is that you want to talk as a peer. Talk as a peer, right? You want to talk as a peer. Until you understand that, they will not see you as equal and you will forever give power away. I want to help you stop doing that because you're sabotaging your own success, okay? So stop giving power away. I know it's easier said than done, but that is the way you get to them really seeing you as a peer, as an equal, okay? So, and the next thing, how do we talk as a peer? And I hope you can see that, okay? That's really about, and there's another pattern I see again and again and again, whether you're a job hunter or you are just really in leadership, whether you are new to being a leader or you're a seasoned leader, I see this pattern over and over, and it's something that we're going to talk about on Friday, is that most people, or a lot of people, worth. What am I worth? Most people are not aware of the value that they bring. And I've been in your shoes. I've been in these shoes, and I help all my clients own their worth. Because if you're like my clients, you've been headhunted from one job to the other. And it's just like people have seen what your credentials, what you delivered. They've seen you. You don't even have to pitch for yourself because you're handpicked, right? But then there comes a season in your career where suddenly there is no more next level for you. And then people reach out and say, how do I get to the next level? I want a life more fulfilling. I want to contribute. All right. The way to do that is really to own your worth, what you're really, really good at. And that will really help you when you take the room as a peer. You know your shit. Excuse my English right now. You know your stuff. The only person who doesn't know that you're worthy of being in that room, guess who that is? It's you. You need to know, and I talked a bit about it last week, you need to know that you're good enough. You need to know what you're really, really good at, right? Let's put good enough. And what I talk about, what you're really good at, then it's not about your how. Because it's like why, what, how. If you just, and here I say just, if you haven't learned anything else but telling what you do, like how you do it, you facilitate, you do this, then you have a bunch of competitors. But let me say this, and you follow me, you also know one of my mentors, Miriam Golden. We have no competitors. And why is that? It's because the only person on this planet who is exactly your track record is you. Nobody can copy you. And I want you to really let this drop into your heart. Nobody can copy you, okay? And I do go with this, and for me, it's really, so own what you're really, really good at. That's what we're talking about on Friday, next Monday, and the Jumpstart program. I'm gonna teach you, train you, help you understand what you're really good at, because that you want to use when you pitch for your next job, why you're the preferred candidate. Okay. Another thing is they won't see you as an equal until you do this, is you're going to ditch language that no longer serves you. And I hear this again and again. I'm going to talk about this both in Jumpstart and we talk about it a lot in all my communities, because it's about rewiring what we tell ourselves. Okay? If you're in transition, looking for your next dream job, you're not being fired. You was not let go. No, because if you know anything of personal development, affirmation, I am, you're marinating your subconscious. I want you to stop marrying yourself with words that no longer serve you. It doesn't serve you said I was fired, because what you're telling yourself subconsciously, that you're not good enough. You are good enough, but that company needed to recalibrate their budgets and really right-sizing the budget, and then they let someone go. I've been enough on these projects to say it's not a fun game to let people go, because suddenly it's people and people, right? I want you to really get out of that emotional disturbing season it is, or that's a better word here, emotional thinking patterns that you feel victimized, right? No, you've been given the amazing opportunity to find something that serves you better, okay? So really about ditch any language that does not work for you. It also includes, I'm going to soon coming out with a playbook. It also leaves out try, I might, I choose, because then you're telling your subconscious that I choose to do that, but I'm not sure. I'm trying to do that, but it's okay that I fail. No, it's not okay that you fail, because you want to succeed. Be so aware. So when you're going into an own any room, right, they won't see you as an equal until you're really strong in your language. It's about stepping up. It is more important than you know. It's more important than I think that companies understand. But when you grasp this, when you start to embody it, you will just see your world changing. And I've had so many client successes in our community. So this is not a one-off, right? I know you can do this too. And another thing I want you to understand is that how you can be seen and heard and respected in any room is that you get to ditch your ego. You get to take ego out of the equation. I have ego, you have ego, right? But if you drive on feeling less than, you're coming from lack, you have fearful thoughts, it's never going to work for me, I'm too old, there's not a job for me, you're coming from lack. And then it's your ego protecting you. But, my dear friend, it doesn't serve you if you want to take your career and your life to the next level, if you want to find a next job. Because this is energy. And we're going in on that, and both in the mastermind, very deep, and also in Jumpstart. This is so important, and most people do not understand this. And I didn't understand it until 5 years ago or so, right? But I understand it now, and I want to teach you. But I'm teaching and giving you that insight. Drop your ego. And how can you drop your ego? You drop your ego by being so attached to the conversation. Whether you get that job or not has nothing to do with you, but you take it as a personal no. You get to take it as a professional next one, not for now. It's not a finite no, right? And how you're going to take any room is actually to be so attached to the conversation. I'm going to train you how to pitch yourself even better for interviews. And I know some of you work with our placement consultants and headhunters, but they do not know this, all right? So if you want to have an unfair advantage, make sure that you join our Jumpstart program that starts on Monday, February the 17th. Or if you know someone who is stuck in the loop of not being able to land his or her next dream job, send them this invite. And then together with the ego, you do not want to be an expert, because when we claim that we're an expert, what are you claiming and what are you telling the universe? Is that there's no place for you to grow. You cannot level up. That is a lie, okay? Because there's multiple ways for you to take yourself, that version of who you are right now, to the next level. There's multiple versions. So ditch any expertise, right? You're really good at, right? But mastery comes to 10,000 hours. That's also, you do not, as I talk about it on the page for the Jumpstart, is that you do not need any additional training, any additional credential. What you need, a different strategy. What you need is to really love yourself, really allow yourself to own your worth. That is what you need. And then opportunities will emerge, so they will rise, and then you'll be a match for who needs you the most, right? It's about really flipping the script and understanding that what you see right now is just one piece of the cake, or so one, yeah, but it's not the reality, right? It's not the reality. I really, really want you to understand that. And I'm talking to one right now, is that there's a lot of opportunities out there, but it's about taking away, breaking through those blind spots, and see life, see the market with new lenses on, okay? And then and when we come to the taking the room, and especially when you're going to pitch for whatever that is, a new job, a new project, you're not going to be the taker. You're going to be the giver. And how you're going to be the giver is that you're gonna really be attached to the conversation. You're gonna minus giver, minus taker, because you want to be a giver, right? You want to be so attached to the conversation, understand what is the pains, what are the challenges your next hiring manager, your internal customer has and faces, and how can you help him or her get to the other side faster because you're on that team. That is why you add so much value. And it breaks my heart when I see on LinkedIn, particularly, who has a job for me? You're doing it the wrong way, my friend. You're doing it the wrong way. It's time to really allow yourself to own your worth, own what you're really good at. Like now my body's responding. It really breaks my heart. But that's why we have the cohort number 3 coming up next Monday. to help you take your career to the next level, help you also your life, because you'll be more relaxed, you'll be happier, you will enjoy the benefits of being a leader, you will truly enjoy life when you own your worth and you're really proud of who you are. It's not about, right, look at me, that is not the star we want to shine, right? Shine as. It's really about being so effortless, saying, I'm really good at this and this is my passion and I know how you can get to the other side much faster. All right. So remember, you won't be seen as an equal if you play it less than, if you come in with a taker's mindset, okay, I'll do that. If you do not ask the bold questions, right? So that you can help them get unstuck. You want to be so attached to the conversation that is ditching your ego. It's about being so detached from the result. That result doesn't matter. How you show up in that conversation matters, okay? Really remember this. So start owning your worth. Start being really proud of what you're really good at. And I'm supporting a few exceptional leaders right now, helping them land the next dream job. And we work on this because, and I worked on this, right? And I do it every so often because then I want to serve someone else, what I'm really good at. Where can I help? And it's difficult, I know that, but it's not more difficult than you can break through. It's only difficult because it's the first time you've ever done this exercise. I guarantee you will be so proud when you understand this, when you do this work, and you will just thrive and you will elevate, you will vibrate on a very different energy. So if this speaks to you, make sure you apply and join either our Jumpstart cohort that is coming up next Monday, or our mastermind that is coming up both in March, our virtual event and our in-person event. It's in Copenhagen, Denmark. It's where I live, it's my hometown, and I can't wait to really immerse myself into this work because it works, right? There's no whatever that is. It works. And we're going really deep. You'll see more on that on the website. But if you're ready to truly take your life to the next level, how you lead to the next level, then this in-person mastermind is where you should be. It's a room to be in with other amazing people. We're in Capital 11 because it makes good sense only to have 11. So remember this. And what I mean by this, go out, own the room, and let me know how's it going for you and where you struggle, because it will help me create another life that serves just you. And I know this video has changed someone's life. If it's you, let me know. Till next time, bye for now.